Okay, Shalom. First I'd like to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to elders and apostles, a GMS, and peace to you brothers as doing this work in truth and in spirit and with all sincerity. Okay? I'm the brother Yahweh Sap, coming back at you to do another video and to keep pushing this microchip, man, because we all know that this microchip is the mark of the beast, and basically we know it's the mark, okay. And I'm gonna hit a couple scriptures, but I know brothers have seen this video already, but just to keep pushing the chip and just keep pushing this word, I'm just gonna play a little bit of it again. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I'm gonna just play a little bit of it, and just in case maybe there is somebody that hasn't seen it or Salagia hasn't seen it or just needs just for edification purposes, All right, so let me just play some of this. I seen this video, but it's still like when I look at it, it's just like damn, just more and more further proof, how the Mark of the Beast is the
He's the one who told me 11 months before 9/11 ever happened that there was going to be an event. Never told.
Oh, and the fact that of course, they orchestrated 9/11. Of course, us brothers know that. Well, of course, you do still have some simple-minded people out there that still think it was some Taliban or some, the Arabs or whatever.
What the event was going to be. But there was going to be an event. And out of that event, we were going to invade Afghanistan to run pipelines from the Caspian Sea. We were going to invade Iraq, to take over the oil fields, establish a base in the Middle East, and make it all part of the New World Order. And we go after Chavez in Venezuela. And sure enough, later 9/11 happened. And I remember he was telling me how you're going to see soldiers looking in caves for people in Afghanistan and Pakistan and all these places. And there's going to be this war on terror, of which there's no real enemy. And the whole thing is a giant hoax. What?
Oh, yes. And also, brothers, too. When somebody tells the truth, because after he did all this and after he was exposing, the Illuminati and these dang elites, these Edomites, he was killed afterwards. So 9 times out of 10, when they kill somebody after they just expose a big chunk of a secret, of course you got to know it's true. You know what I mean, or some type of truth to it. Because if it wasn't true, why would they kill? Why would they have killed this guy? You know what I mean?
You think 9/11 happened, and then nothing's happened since then? Do you think that our security is so great here that these people who pulled off 9/11 were able to can't knock down another plane? Come on, it's ridiculous. 9/11 was done by people in our own government and our own banking system. The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government. run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people. What do you think women's liberation was about?
Okay, that's pretty much, I'm not even going to go into all that, but that women's liberation, that was something else, again, that was funded by the Illuminati. But I'm just going to stay with the point I want to go into, which was about the chip. Okay, so the first scripture I wanted to bring out, of course, is we're going to go to Revelations. Okay, hold on. Revelation chapter 13. And we're going to start at 16. Now, of course, you have those who are saying the mark of the beast is not the chip. It's an embargo and all this nonsense, those false prophets that's talking against it, right? But you just heard the guy, Aaron Russo, say himself, you won't be able to even buy anything. You won't be able to buy no groceries or anything, right? So, let's go into the scriptures, okay? Now, Revelations 13, and we start about 16, right? And which proves again, okay, even with this guy, you see this guy Aaron Russo, it said he was rich as heck. He was born into the Jewish family, and they were filthy rich, okay, which proves again whether you rich or poor, they want to chip you, okay? They're gonna chip you whether you rich or poor, or whether you free or you locked up in jail, okay? But enough of me talking, let me let the scriptures speak. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Exactly, just like this guy Aaron Russo was just saying. Okay, and he's rich as heck too. All right, it don't matter how many millions, how many billions, or how many trillions of dollars you have, or you have nothing at all, where you are just a bum on the street. They going to chip you. Okay, and that's plain right there, because again the scripture says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that, in verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell. Okay, no man might buy or sell, meaning you can't buy nothing. You won't be able to buy no food. You know what I'm saying? No groceries. You can't buy no car. You can't buy no house. You can't get no apartment. You can't buy no bike. You can't get nothing. And you can't sell nothing. So if you think you're going to make some money, okay, you're going to sell some stuff that you got just to get some money to get by, you ain't even going to be able to sell nothing without that chip. Because all transactions are going to have to go through that RFID microchip, okay? And that way they could keep track on what you're doing and everything that you're doing. Even and matter of fact, if I let it play, the video play a little longer, even he goes to the as far as to say, let you not want to abide by their rules, they'll just turn your chip off. And then it's like you wasn't even chipped. Then you can't do nothing. And they keep whatever money you had, and they keep, they just can do whatever they want. Total control, like the guy was saying. So whether these people get the chip or not, you still screwed anyway. and you see how much of a devil that Esau is, man, and that these Edomites are. So here it is, for dummies that's gonna get the chip. If you decide later on, oh, this was a wrong thing to get, well, you screwed whether you get it. Once you get it, especially for our people, the 2/3 of our people gonna take this chip anyway. But even if you happen to have a 2/3 that don't take it, just you being a 2/3, you're gonna get destroyed anyway. But let's just say you got somebody that takes the chip, and then later on they decide, nah, this is crazy, I don't want to be chipped up, and this, that, and the third, whatever. All they're gonna do is turn your chip off, and then you back to having nothing. You see how this devil wants total control, man? Again, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay? Like this thing is no joke, man. And as you can see, more and more advertisements. If you watching RT News, even the regular news, Fox News and stuff, they talking about the chip, trying to push this chip, man, and trying to get it into people's head onto accepting this chip. Because the more people they get to accept the chip willingly, it'll be less work that they're gonna have to do against the people that's not gonna accept the chip. Okay, now we're gonna go into Revelations 14. Okay, because now Revelation 14, we're gonna talk a little bit about the 144,000, man, who's not gonna take the chip. Okay, so verse Slakia, Revelation chapter 14. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their heads, in their foreheads. Salakia. Let me just start that over. Revelations 14, verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb, the lamb meaning Yahweh Shai, stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads, having Yahweh written on their foreheads. Okay, having the father's name. Okay, all right, because see, the 144,000, they're not, the Lord's elect is not going to take this chip. Yahweh's elect is not going to take this chip, man. Lord willing, the men that's doing this work, in truth and sincerity, and that keep pushing this truth, man, keep pushing the truth of this Bible, Lord willing, we are those men, that 144,000. Because see, again, we could say that you're not gonna take the chip all you want. Even for me, I could say I'm not gonna take the chip all I want. But when that time comes, Jacob's trouble, and that temptation come, are you gonna be strong enough not to take the chip? Are you gonna have faith enough to not take the chip and wait upon Yahweh while Yahweh Shai? And that's something I engrave into my head, and I go through, that goes through my mind every day. And I send up the prayers that Yahweh while Yahweh Shai got my back. It makes me strong and not to take this chip, man. Because I can only hope and pray that I'm one of these men of the 144,000. All right. So let me read on. Verse 2. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harps harping with their harps. All right. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. Because see, that 144,000, the reason that they being redeemed from the earth, because the 144,000, first of all, it goes into, that's the first fruits of Yahweh. Yahweh has the 144,000 for himself, and he sealed them so that they will not bow down and will not go off and to worship this beast or his image, man. All right. So that's the thing we have to also remember. All right. And Lord willing, again, that we are those men. All right. The men are sincerely doing this work in truth and in spirit. All right. Verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb, Yahweh Shai, with the Lamb, okay, whithersoever he goeth. The 144,000 are the one that's going to follow Yahweh Shai wherever he goes. All right. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb, Yahweh Shai. Okay, because Yahweh Shai was that sacrificial lamb for the elect, man. Yahweh Shai was that sacrificial lamb that was for the elect. Okay. Verse 5. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh. And I'm going to come back to this, right? When I looked up the word guile, right? For like it, now my phone want to act up. Oh, here we go.
Guile.
Guile, sly or cunning intelligence. Okay, that's what guile means. Sly or cunning intelligence. It goes into cunning, craftiness, craft, artful. But anyway, sly or cunning intelligence. Who's the one that wants to have sly or cunning intelligence? Who's the one with real guile in their mouth? That's the Edomites, man. Okay? Matter of fact, to make it more clearer, that's the Illuminati, the Rothschilds, the Rothschild family, and everybody that's in league with them. They're the ones with guile in their mouth. They're the one with sly, cunning intelligence, man, to get over on society. But see, they got it messed up because they're not gonna get over on Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, and they're not gonna get over on the 144,000. Okay. So that's why verse 5 says, and there and in their mouth was found no guile. Talking about the 144,000. In their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh. Why are they without fault? Because, see, when the 144,000 came into this knowledge and this truth, they changed their ways and was all about this truth and pushing this truth and doing the work of Yahweh. And when you change your ways and you leave unrighteousness for righteousness, Yahweh gives you starts you off with a clean slate, man. Okay? Yes, we're not perfect. We're not perfect yet. But the fact that we're striving to be perfect and the fact that we doing this work to be saved from his wrath, he's looking at, Yahweh is looking at that as a righteous, good thing, man. That's why we need to keep pushing. All right? And then now, I'm just going to jump down to the 9th verse because I don't want to make this too long. All right? Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city, because she made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Right. Because all the nations, again, who they following? Who they like to follow all the time? They like to follow America. That whore that's sitting on the beast. Babylon. The daughter of Babylon. Okay? So now the angel says that Babylon is fallen. It's fallen. Okay? And because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All right? Babylon is falling, man. And we can see how Babylon is falling right before our eyes right now. Everybody's running away from the dollar. Okay? So what they want to do now, once now everybody's running away from the dollar, what they want to do? Go to war. Okay? So let's go to verse 9. Verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So the same shall drink of the wine of wrath. So you take this mark, man, which 2/3 are going to take this mark. There's probably going to be some of the 2/3 that don't take their mark, but they're going to die anyway, other ways, okay? But it's going to get so bad out here, people going to take that mark, okay? And whoever take that mark, meaning, okay, our people that take that mark, you're going to die, man. You're going to feel the wrath of Yahweh without mixture, okay? And be tormented with fire and brimstone. Tormented, man. With fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb, aka Yahweh Shai, man. And that brimstone, that fire and that brimstone is going to be them nuclear missiles. And you're not just going to die easily like that. You're going to feel that burn, man. You're going to cook for a minute before your spirit leaves your body, man. Which means you're going to be tormented. All right? Verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So you receive that mark, you gonna get jacked up, man. You gonna get jacked up, day nor night. Okay? Who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. You're gonna be torment. It's gonna be torment for you, man. Alright? Here is the patience, verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. Okay? The 144,000 is the ones that's gonna keep the patience and the commandments, man, and have the faith in Yahweh Shai, man. And real quick, you know what? Let's look up that word torment real quick. Let's look that up real quick. Look at that. Severe physical or mental suffering. Do you see that? Torment. Severe physical or mental suffering. So not only would them nukes gonna mess you up physically, but they gonna mess you up mentally. Man. So with that, brothers, I'm gonna close, and I just wanted to do my part as far as pushing this word, man. I know all brothers done did plenty of videos on the RFID chip, but hey, we could keep doing more and keep pushing this word and letting it be known that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. Okay, and with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakar Kodash. And double honors to elders and apostles of GMS. And peace to you brothers, man. You sincere brothers and sincere Akim and Akwath out there pushing this word and listening to this word and just being edified, all right? Shalom.